everyone. I'm here with Master Delpe, modern sage and life mentor, and the founder of the Wisdom Institute for Leadership and Global Advancement. So right now, I want to discuss with Master Delpe one of his best-selling seminars, which is the Seven Cycles of Life. So Master Delpe, what is the Seven Cycles of Life, and why is it relevant in our lives right now?
It's a universal law that I convert into a principle, then a workshop to chart the 7 cycles of life in a year. That's for the personality. And the 7 cycles of life in 7 years, that is the cycles of the soul. So your personality is what you do every year is determined by the cycles that is guiding people's lives and even the earth and humanity. This is a universal principle that has been used by ancient masters, but it is me who is teaching it today in a more palatable, digestible, and practical way that determines how to master the power of timing, how to forecast your best time to do what, and what are the worst time not to do the big things that you want.
So it's like with the feng shui of space, is this like the feng shui of timing?
Yeah, you can say it's a feng shui of time and timing, because there's a feng shui of space, the direction of your main door, your kitchen, your sleeping arrangements. That is the feng shui of space. Now this is a feng shui of timing, where you can really determine the best and the most auspicious time to do the best things. So you have inevitable success if you position your best goals done in the right timing.
So there's an actual computation for this to chart the different activities in your life?
Yeah, you can chart, for example, for business people, you can chart the best time to invest to have the highest equity gain, or what is the cycle of an incoming partner or investor that is best suited for money making or just social equity or anything you want to do with a partner, be it a business partner or a relationship or a social partner or a marriage. This is the best time to do those combination of partnership.
So why is it 7 cycles? Is there a rationale behind the 7?
Yeah, there is. If you see religious, they use the 7 types of archangels. Metaphysical schools, they use the 7 levels of consciousness. We have the 7 days a week that is related to the planets. Like you see, Monday is lunes, in Spanish is lunar, moon. Martes is March, is Mars. And Miércoles is Mercury. You have Jueves is Jupiter. And Friday, Viernes in Spanish is the Venus. And then Saturday, Saturn. And Sunday is the Sun. So if you look at the different names, they are also positioned to be the 7 cycles of the days. And there are also 7 levels of dimensions in esoteric science. So when the masters and higher guides gave me this, it was a hint for me to plot different people. I have plotted thousands of people already, myself, my family, my clients, billionaires, even normal people. I have plotted so many people that there's a template of life that gives you the best things on the best time and the worst things in the worst time that creates chaos and distress. And this really, when the negative karma arrives in the year, say before your birthday, at least 7 days, 5 days before your birthday, even 1 week after, is the worst time of the year to do anything great or plant seeds, because like the winter of your year. You cannot plant during snow time, it tends to die, even you make it grow. Same with life. You plant in your winter time or the seasons of your life that you are downloading your negative karma. The thing is called bad luck. That's the time that you will not make good out of that planting or investment, for example, or marriage. It's like a nightmare. There are times that you also do emotional karma, like between your birthday to birthday in the middle. That is also the time that is emotionally turbulent. Negative karma arrives through emotional relationships issues, diagnosis of diseases, and so on. So these are the times that you need to avoid, because these are the time that gives you the bad luck or negative karma, because they're the time that the soul brings this to the personality, because that is like the cycle and the heartbeat of life every year. So that is about your year. Now in 7 years, you have also the time that you are 48, 49, 34, 35, 41, 42, 20, 21, 27, 28. These are the times that you are in a destruction mode. You are not in a creative mode or loving mode. So that's the time that's also worse for getting married, investing, or incorporating your business, or building a big company or investing in big things, because this is the time that you are in a dying process or releasing process, excretion time. I call it the toilet time of the soul, because the soul wants to purge all the negative karma accumulated in years, in 7 years, or in a few years. So there's a time to plant, and there's a time to harvest, there's a time to cultivate life creatively, there's a time to preserve, there's a time to destroy. God is like that, and so the patterns of creation, at least, is the destruction mode, creation mode, and preservation mode. These are seen in the 7 cycles, like a season of life.
Okay, thank you for that, Master. So is this 7 cycles superstitious or is this evidence-based?
Well, to some people, they think it's superstitious until they plot their cycles and they say, wow, that's why I had this bad luck, or my marriage is so bad, but we were good before get married, then becomes acidic and turbulent. Because when you're nice to each other, because you did meet each other in the right time. Now, if you get married in the wrong time, then the negative karma from both of you will come in and they start to become a turbulent, acidic relationship. So there's a time that you can incorporate a business that will flow and glide in the surf of time to be prosperous and abundant or easygoing. There's a time you plant in the wrong time that your karma between your partner or your own negative karma is planted through the business. And there's a time you are like hitting your head with a hammer in a high maintenance business or high maintenance wife or husband because of the wrong timing. And this can also be applied to managing children as a parent. There's a time that you conceive a child like an Einstein child or a Mother Teresa child or Mahatma Gandhi child or George Bush style or Duterte style, or any kind of combination between the cycles of the parents will make the mold and the chemistry by which the person's material are made of. That's the nature of the person by conception. By birth is the relationship between the parents and the child. The karma relationship between them are made by birth. So conception is who you are. The birth is what relationships do you have with the child. So if you can plan ahead your relationship with the child by knowing the conception time and the birth time, then you can design your destiny with a better relationship with the child, because it is the most positive and most auspicious time to conceive and to give birth. People with abnormality, like even Down syndrome, difficult children, ADHD, learning disorders, they are conceived in a certain timing of the parent. When I heal them, I see that, oh my God, this is like the timing that you have given your negative karma to the child. So now the problem is, how do you get it out when it's already made? So that's where the healing happens, the karma healing and all kinds of healing happens during that time that you know that you did invest in the sperm ovum on the cycle that you are at your worst. So there's a lot of applications also to parent children, and the best time they learn benevolence or love or mind or power, there's a cycle to teach them at a certain age.
Okay, so like what they say, timing is everything, right?
Yeah, timing is everything.
So even if it's the right idea at the wrong time, it will not work out. But if it's the right idea at the right time, there's impeccability.
Yeah, sometimes you have the right idea and then people are resisting you because it's the wrong timing. When you have the right idea done in the right time, it's inevitable success. It's just roll on without maintaining it. It's like when you plant seeds during the rainy season or in springtime, it will grow without watering it, without nurturing it. But if you plant a seed during summertime, you need to water, maintain, and it's a more high maintenance idea. If you plant during wintertime when there's snow, even you are a good farmer, it won't work because you need to incubate the seed, you need to protect the seed. So much maintenance, so much investment to get the same ROI and the same result. So you need to know what do you do during what best time to do it. It's a very important factor, mastering the power of timing. I call it the 7 secrets of God's clock. It's the divine clock that gives us the rhythm, the timing, the ebbs and flow of life. If you know the secrets of God's clock and timing, you can glide in the surf of time, and that can be your feng shui of time and timing.
Well, since most people are not aware of these 7 secrets of God's clock, and if they do something at the wrong time, we can still, like what you said, you can heal it to repair the damage.
You can reduce some of the negative impact of karma that came with you when you conceived the idea. But I always tell people, you get reconsecrated in your marriage in a time that is conducive, and I usually help them. Or you go to your priest or your pastor, yoga master or something, to reconsecrate marriage in the right time. Or you have to understand this first, because if you don't understand the law, it doesn't mean that you are not hurt by the law that you violate. Like by law of gravity, you don't understand the law of gravity or the law of thermodynamics. You still get damaged when you fall without understanding the law. Same with the law of cycles and the law of timing. If you don't understand the law of timing, you will get still hurt and be negated when you violate the certain law. It's the law of the universe, the law of creation, law of God. So if you understand the law, you will be supported by the law. If you understand the law of karma, you will be working with the law of karma in your favor, not against you. This is like that. People are always scared about the law of karma because they think they are punished by the law. But if you know the law and work within the law, you will be awarded and empowered by the law of karma. Same with the law of cycles, same with the law of 7 cycles.
Thank you so much for that, Master Dolpe. So if you want to learn more about the 7 cycles of life, visit www.bihcglobal.com and just look for the 7 cycles of life curriculum there.
Well, we'd like to help people to succeed more seamlessly and effortlessly without having to suffer too much. Why do people suffer too much? Because they violate many laws. The law of karma, the golden rule, and the law of cycles can be violated. Planting the right plant in the wrong winter time is always a wrong thing to do. So you have the most auspicious time to do things, including the best time to create romance, the best time to have the best gift of life. There's a timing to them.
Okay, thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Master Dolpe.